What's up, Bulls Nation, and welcome in to CHGO Bulls Postgame, presented by PointsBet. Don't forget that promo code CHGO when you sign up for your 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000.
Natalie is like, these guys are insane.
Thanks for bearing with us. Well, we got a little bit of a late start, but we are here. Coming to you from our West Loop studios in Chicago. I'm Matt. That's Big Dave. That's John.
Hi.
Bulls_Peck. Bow. BWL Sports.
Bow.
Jay Sabine 214. Our friend Will Gottlieb will join us later on in tonight's show.
Will.
Thrill.
Oh, well.
Still.
A mill.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know what happens at a mill.
I don't know either. What do they do in there?
I'm upset about a lot of things, but let's start with a win is a win.
Upset about a lot of things is what you just said.
I'm mad.
After a victory.
I am mad at the Cavs. I'm mad at the game ops people in Cleveland. I am mad at the refs.
Clock.
It's 10 after 10. What are we doing here?
Here's the thing. You start the clock, and then you stop it, and then you start it again. I don't know. So, Cleveland, if you need tips, we know how clocks work. We got you.
Yeah.
Daylight savings time over.
Yeah. Also, awesome Coldplay song.
Oh, it's a fine Coldplay song.
It's an awesome Coldplay song. But that's like clocks.
There's no such thing as clocks is good.
Come on, dude. Yeah, come on, dude. What you doing?
Honestly, like, can you even remember which one that is compared to all the other Coldplay songs that all sound the same? Right. They all sound the same, and they're all like one-word names of something like clocks,
the scientist,
flowers,
yellow,
scientist, yellow, blue.
Yeah. There are
Viva
Beatles.
La Vida.
There are Beatles.
They are your Beatles.
There are Beatles, guys.
That's sad.
Our generation's Beatles.
Who agreed on that?
Dude, Parachutes is a great album.
Okay, fine.
We don't have time.
That's
This
an
is
awesome
not,
album.
This is not Coldplay hour. This is Bulls are back hour.
Bulls
Yes.
are back hour.
Back.
This is Salim loves John's hoodie hour.
Yo, shout out Salim. Thank you.
Shout
Very
out.
comfortable.
So,
Yes.
okay, yes, must win, got the win.
Yes.
Simple as that. Must win, got the win. Mm-hmm. Should Bulls fans feel better about what we saw tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Other than it's a win you needed?
No, it's encouraging. There were encouraging regression towards the mean.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about. There was Zach is back.
Yes.
He looked great.
Step one on that. Zach looked great on that. I'm not as worried about his knee going forward. No. It's the second straight game that he looked like Zach LaVine. He looked tougher, and he looked just like a better basketball player than we've seen. Not saying he hasn't been playing well. He just hadn't looked like himself.
He looked athletic.
Yes, that's what I mean.
He looked Zach
Zach-letic. Zach-letic.
He got those New Balance shoes going. And
Yeah.
I'm going to get them.
Oh, you like him?
I mean, I got to. It's Zach.
You got to. They Zachs.
You got to cop.
Yeah.
And what you also had was you had DeMar start off not great.
True.
And then turn into the king in
The fourth.
the fourth. Prepositions are important.
This is
Thank you.
important. Matt drives him crazy.
Truly. But, so those were so our 2 stars looked good. How was that unencouraging?
Yeah, and your third star was solid as well. I didn't say he looked good. I said he was solid.
That's true.
He was very solid, and I enjoyed it.
In the Hangover.
Yes. Can't have it without him. Gotta have him.
You need
him in there.
And then who's Justin Bartha? We don't have time.
Oh, I don't have time for that. No.
Charlie said the Bulls never failed to give me a heart attack. I believe it was Mark saying, glad they got the dub, but could they please learn how to properly close games? That certainly was frustrating
That's
to me.
not their fault, though.
At all.
That's the refs.
Okay, no, but before all the stuff with the clocks and the game management and the officiating that was going down, earlier in that fourth quarter, after the Bulls spent most of the first 3 quarters leading somewhere between by 10 and 20, that Cavs team said, we're not dead, we're not dead, we're not dead, and they got it down to 3, I believe.
Yeah, they did.
Before the Bulls pulled their shit together and went on a little run, capped by that IO baseline drive
Yes.
to put the Bulls back up by 8. And it was like, okay, we got a little breathing room. I'm sorry, I did not like the way they closed that game.
It's a good team at home. Isn't that just basketball? Like I don't think there were like egregious mistakes. That was just like, oh, they're competitive. They're playing better than they did earlier. I don't think that was like a Bulls giving it away situation.
The Cavs have been doing that all season, honestly. Like, they would get down early. They did it, honestly, against the Detroit game I was watching. Detroit was kicking their ass the entire 3 quarters, which is wild to say, but that's exactly what was happening. Then they got to the fourth, and they got it together. Like, they're a team that just hangs around. They get to the fourth, and then they do something really awesome. I'm just lucky that it didn't lead to a victory this time, man.
Yes.
In the Bulls, if you remember all this season, man, like, they have been having, outside of, when they were looking like world beaters, like early in a few months, they've been having those games where they would be up on everybody for a lot. And then they would get later in the game, like late third quarter, fourth quarter, and they would kind of give it away, and they would make it closer. My God, it would drive you insane.
I don't feel like that happened this game.
No, I don't think so either. I just thought the Cavs actually just did a good job. Listen, they were 1 of 17 shooting from the three. You know what I mean? It wasn't going to last. You know what I'm saying? They started hitting their threes, started looking a little bit better. I have to give them some credit for that, man. And yeah, Kevin Love started hitting. You saw Garland. They started running those pick and rolls. Started working well for them. But the Bulls shut the door. DeMar DeRozan said no. Zach LaVine said no. Ayo said no. Kobe said maybe, but no.
You had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
I had to do it for him. It was
Kobe Blight.
Rob in the comments said, have Bulls been able to close a game this year without DeMar personally guiding us to victory? I think tonight was a collective effort.
Did the 90s Bulls.
DeMar. Right. I mean, like,
who does it?
Does it matter how your team finds a way to win if your team finds a way to win?
Yeah, man.
A lot of the time this season, that answer is DeMar doing DeMar in the fourth. But this little, like, put the Cavs away run was not all. It was not a one-man show of DeMar. No. It was like Vooch hit a couple of big free throws. Zach had a big bucket. Ayo had the big bucket.
True.
Like it was a collective effort by the Bulls to close that door finally. And to your point, John, about the Cavs just kind of, coming back and saying, hey, this is our home floor. We're fighting for our lives. They did put up a fight, and that's part of what was also so freaking frustrating.
Yeah.
As that final 4 minutes of the fourth quarter took about 4 hours. Look,
my gosh,
the Cavs, they kept fouling, they kept coming back, they kept fouling. They were trying to get all of these quick boom, boom, boom possessions to keep that clock short,
there was
keep it
balls
stopped.
That weren't jump balls,
and it's like you realize, like, oh yeah, this game means a hell of a lot to Cleveland too. Because with this loss, they swapped with Toronto and are now in the play-in.
They're in the play-in.
So they were like, hey, we may be down by 8 right now with less than a minute to go, but we are not giving up.
They lost at home.
Yes.
Now they're in the playoff game, and you're mad. We were on the road.
That's what I'm saying,
and we were
man.
talking about how we were such a poor road team.
Do I need to give you the Bruce Banner line?
I know. I'm always.
I call it the Matt Peck line, actually. That's the Matt Peck line.
Yeah, I think Mark Ruffalo even said it.
Yeah, right.
Like, I learned from Matt Peck. The key is that I learned from Matt Peck.
Mark Ruffalo stole my line, you guys.
Yes, he did.
He was a lockdown fan. He switched over to
Right.
But that's where I think we should, giving it away. Comebacks are two things, right? What do we say? It's a steal or a turnover. It can't be both things. That's the only thing that and no one seems to think is interesting, but I think is very interesting. It's either a giveaway or a comeback, and this was not a giveaway.
And you have to also credit the Bulls, man, with the defense that they played tonight too. That's one thing we've been harping on for a while now. Is their defense hasn't been good. Ayo and Caruso.
Those are the two guys.
They were awesome defensively, man. That unballed defense they were
I also thought that
awesome.
Vooch had a really strong defensive game.
I agree.
Like his presence all around the rim. He was boxing people out left and right. He didn't finish with a huge rebound total, just 9. But if you count box outs on top of that, it was like 25.
No, completely agree.
I thought he did well hedging tonight. And he also did what he has done all season long that I don't think he gets credit for, which is getting his hands in the passing lanes.
Yes. Oh, my God, yes. You saw him doing it a lot, and you saw the Bulls team in general doing that a lot. There were a lot of steals, especially early on in that first half, man. They were just flooding those passing lanes, man, and getting out in transition, something we haven't seen them do in so damn long. And it felt good to actually see it, and it felt good for Ayo to get out of that slump. We talked about him hitting that wall, John.
He weirdly has turned into one of the most important players for us. That I thought I would be thinking about Pat Williams. Like everything I thought about Pat Williams of like just how in terms of importance.
Right.
I've transferred to Ayo. Like I just the credits transferred and I'm at that college now. And I
dropped that class.
And I'm going to graduate on time.
Okay.
Like you know what I mean? It's not gonna. I moved across country. Like, but that's how I feel like he has become that defensive stopper that you need and can rely on that I thought Pat Williams would be. Granted, Pat Williams has still come back.
We still don't. Right.
After this time, I can't believe it happened so quickly with him.
Yeah, very fast. Literally from like game 1.
Yes.
Like he endeared himself to the Bulls faithful.
Man, he's so fun.
Yeah, man. I love Ayo, man. And just need him in games like this. And what he did against Darius Garland, because we saw the stats from last game when they played Garland. He had 6 turnovers. He had 24, but he had a poor night shooting, and he had 6 turnovers, man. Garland tonight, I mean, he had 28, 6, and 5, 9 of 22 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3.
That's gross.
Oh,
Man.
Ayo and Caruso played really good against him, man. And I'm just happy they're here, and I'm happy they got it together.
He did take better care of the ball, Garland did, who has been struggling with turnovers a lot.
Yeah.
He had 6 in the last game against the Bulls a couple weeks ago. He had just 2 turnovers tonight. But, yeah, I mean, hounded. Yeah. Hounded for large stretches of the night.
Hounds of hell.
Which, obviously, that's the one guy you're going to try to slow down if you're Billy and the Bulls. For
sure.
And 28 is, not nothing, especially when your team only, finishes with 94.
Right.
He got a third of his team's points, but on 9 of 22.
So
you can live with that, especially the 1 of 7 from behind the 3-point line
We
part.
will be seeing a lot of I feel like we will have so many Darius Garland stories in the next 10 years. It's good. We're just gonna run into them all the time.
Oh, all the time. And unfortunately, because he's in our division, he's in the Bulls division.
Kate, I just feel like there's so much talent right now. It's crazy.
It's gonna be fun going forward.
Breathe,
Matt.
It's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun.
No, I think it's gonna be fun. The competition is all. I like the competition, man.
That's true.
And I got Io, so I ain't worried about nothing. And I've seen how he's played against them. I'm cool with that.
He finished with 2 rebounds, and you could have told me he finished with 12.
I mean, we were talking in pregame about how Iowa's been struggling recently and really wanting a bounce-back game, and the fact that this previous game against Cleveland was maybe the last really solid game he had. So he did not rediscover his life behind the 3-point line tonight. He only took 1, and he missed it. And when he got that corner that ended up being his baseline layup, I was so mad at him for not shooting that open look. It's like I all of a sudden became fearful of shooting those corner threes when he gets those looks. And it turned out that he's smarter than me and pump faked the shorts off the guy guarding him and then went in for an easy 2. So I went from having a heart attack of anger to a heart attack of relief.
And that's what you want. And so
you are insane.
How did my daddy die? Well, heart attack. Was it one of anger or one of relief? Oh, well, child. It was one of relief. Oh, good.
It was a little bit of both.
I miss you, Daddy.
Hello, Daddy.
Daddy. Was it a heart attack of anger or relief? Oh, it's one of those famous heart attacks of relief.
No, but you know what I mean.
Phew, a close one.
When you get scared to death about something and your heart jumps, and there is relief. But it's still the initial part where your heart jumps out.
What a long day of work. I'm going to sit down on this comfortable couch. I have no regrets.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Heart attack of relief. I will be saying that the rest of my life. It's a saying. And people will go, I'll be like, you remember that one episode?
You remember that time? Right. Oh, my God.
Heart attack of relief, man.
Heart attack of relief. And what's wild is, with Matt, you're like,
Yeah, I see it.
You're like, I get it.
I've got my flowers picked out for him already.
I know his favorite color.
My suit is pressed and ready. I got a Google Doc of a speech I'm gonna give at of a eulogy. Gotta fill in the blank. He's leaving behind his wife blank of blank years. I got it ready. I got a special Peck funeral suit ready to go. Break glass. I'm ready. I'm there to organize. I'll pallbear.
Oh, man.
No coffin flop. I'll be there. I'll be
You gonna pallbear and do everything?
I'll be there.
Oh, man, you ready? You prepared?
Yeah.
Oh, he's serious, man.
No Color Cop TV for us.
Yeah.
We got this.
Do you hear him? I would be crying. I'm crying too.
Heart attack early.
You're crying. We're all crying, but this is happiness. Tears of relief.
Oh my God.
Tears of relief.
That heart attack relief is a phrase.
Heart attack.
Hashtag heart attack relief.
Hashtag heart attack of relief.
It sounds like a Don Johnson 80s song. It sounds like a power ballad from an actor.
Heart attack of relief.
Havana
What happened here?
Why are we in Havana?
In the storm of love.
What on
Heart
earth
attack of relief.
just happened here?
Anyway, let's get back on track. Bulls are back.
My God.
Oh my God.
Everybody okay? Everybody all right?
Is everybody good?
No commercial breaks on the internet.
No, she is not okay. She is not all right.
You say no commercial breaks, and you're right. However, we need to hear from PointsBet. So
you still need an ad read after my heart attack of relief. Oh, yes.
Living the best life.
What's happening? Oh, we have a request? What's the request say here? Because I can't see it.
Please go back to singing Living My Bet Life.
Oh, please.
Well,
People love the
You
tones.
have to give the people what they want sometimes.
People love the tones.
And tonight is not one of those times. I'm joking. I'm joking. I am joking.
Heel turn
I am
by
joking.
Dave. Could you
I know,
imagine?
right? Yeah. Yes. Born in the dark. The best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use the code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you will get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. And that's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you will receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free T-shirt of your choice from that CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free T-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making a $50 first-time deposit. Where? At PointsBet. And also, introducing PointsBet's new feature, live college basketball same game parlay for the first time ever. You can build the perfect live same game parlay only with PointsBet. Combine your favorite bets anytime during the game. And if you want more, because I know you do, you can also boost your live same game parlays. That means you can watch live, you can parlay live, you can boost live, and John, you can party live.
No.
Oh, with PointsBet. Yes, you can. And there's more. Because
Yes,
since you
you
live here in
can.
Illinois.
I do live in Illinois.
You do live
I'll
here.
show you my
Oh,
wallet.
No, you don't have to prove it to me. I see the belt buckle. You don't have to prove it to me anymore, sir.
It's a Texas belt.
I know it is, man, because the stars at night, big and
Yeah,
bright.
but-
Yes! He's on cue. That's my guy right there. If you're here in Illinois, you can download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. Plus, during PointsBet Match Madness, all users can earn up to $100 in free bets.
Can't imagine
During
that.
each round, just place a $50 pregame wager and get a free $20 live bet to be used for that round. So what are you waiting for? Because once the game starts, you don't just bet. You're living your bet life with PointsBet. Sound effect. Yeah! He's on time.
You got a bunch of children
Yo,
clapping.
I love how his sound effects are like layups.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
You know
They're
what I'm
perfect.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in an easy layup. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
step 1, 2, lay.
hardest
You know what I
shot in
mean? No
basketball. Yeah.
reverses. You know
That
what I
was
mean? Nothing.
unbelievable. Like, you're really good at that.
Thank you, John.
I mean, yeah.
That means a lot coming from you,
I mean,
man.
true, that's
That means
fantastic.
something, man.
I'm gonna-
Thank you.
I'm going to start gambling.
I'm gonna use my powers for
I'm
good
going
one
to
day.
blame you.
I should give you the well. Since you're gonna blame me, if you do have a gambling problem, you know 1-800-522-4700.
We shouldn't joke about that.
No, I'm not joking about that at all. If you have that problem, do that.
Not at all.
Hit that. That's for real. But thank you.
I end up calling 411 or something. That was beautiful.
Guys, what did I say during pregame? I didn't make a same game parlay tonight because I wanted to focus on the Bulls getting a win.
You did say this.
And they got the win.
And they got it.
You're welcome.
I made a parlay before the game that none of the clocks would work in the arena.
Oh my God! You must
It
be a very rich man
Yeah,
tonight.
I was like,
Oh, my
we don't
goodness.
understand the clocks.
What? No, seriously. Can we
What
talk
was
about
that?
that for a
Yeah,
second?
for
What
real.
the hell was that?
No idea.
And those calls.
Yeah.
Some of those calls were
I think
outrageous.
I would love to see the 2-minute report, which is also every time I read it, I'm always like, this is miserable. Why do they do this?
Right.
But truly, there were so many weird calls that were so wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
In a way that was scary.
Like, okay, the 3-point shot foul, like,
I'll give him that.
maybe.
That was a foul. Yeah,
Maybe.
I'll
give
give
it
him
to
that.
him.
That was a foul.
But the jump ball sequence.
that was dumb. I
What
don't
the
know
hell
what
was
that
that?
was.
Let's go back to the challenged, the overturned. Then it wasn't a jump ball after
Yeah,
that.
right.
It was a loose ball that they got off of the.
So
had
they
pressure.
won the challenge in that they decided it was not a foul, but when the late whistle on the foul that wasn't
Yeah.
It wasn't
happened, the ball was a loose ball.
loose. The ball
And
was loose.
The ball was
At
loose.
large.
Loose.
Right. So, but instead of them jumping a ball then,
No.
they awarded the ball to Cleveland.
Yes.
How?
They didn't want to. Their arms were tired. They didn't want to throw it.
And then in that scramble for a loose ball under the Bulls basket,
Between Vooch.
it was between Vooch
Vooch.
and it wasn't Mobley. Who was it?
I think it was LeVert.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were tussling for a little bit, and then Zach ripped the ball away from both of them
Yeah,
and had the
right.
ball by himself.
Yes.
And then they called a jump ball between Zach and a ghost.
No one. Yeah, there was a ghost.
It was Scooby-Doo.
What the hell?
I don't understand what was going on, man. That was just so weird. And the late fouls, too, that they're calling. Like, 3 seconds of going off the clock, and then they call a foul. Then they stopping it. I don't understand why that's a thing now because it's so commonplace now in the NBA. I don't know why it became a thing.
I don't know how in the beginning of the season we figured out referee calling fouls.
Yeah.
And then Thanos snapped or something, and now it's the exact opposite. And these last 40 seconds take 17 minutes, and we like to watch basketball.
Right, we enjoy it.
God.
And I
Very
just
much.
wish it was better, man.
Yeah.
So I feel like Jeff Van Gundy just complaining about the rules. You
No,
know?
but
You
that
work for
was
the- you work for the league.
insufferable.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, like, I made a remark when the Bulls were still trying to put the game away. I think it was like a little over 4 minutes left. And I was like, oh, my God, I can't believe you have 4 minutes of this. And, John, you were like, yeah, and it's going to take 30.
Yeah.
And then it did.
And I said 4 minutes is the best case scenario.
Right, exactly.
Oh.
Actually, that was one of the few things that you said, but yeah, we'll let that one go. It's one of the few things, and I like how you said that there. I'm saying because you weren't happy
Oh, no, I was
at all. You're
I was
very upset at these things, sir.
Very upset.
You couldn't enjoy a victory.
No.
because of it. They
Could
took,
not.
They took a lot of your joy away.
They robbed me of joy. They are highway robbers of joy.
Highway robbers of joy and heart attack of relief. We right there, Dad. We right there, Dad. That man got 1 million of them, damn it. And he got 1 million of them. This is my guy. This is my guy. He's always on brand.
I am who I am. Leave
He
me
is
alone.
who he is.
That's
This is why we
Popeye.
love him. You dig? No, he's not. Man's not eating spinach.
He's like,
He's
oh,
not-
yeah,
like,
Popeye
you
eats
kidding?
spinach.
I had spinach on my Subway sandwich the other day.
Hey.
Boom.
Case dismissed.
Liar.
Proud
Stop,
of you.
stop spreading lies about me, Dave.
Proud of
What
you.
else is on that sandwich?
Lettuce, onions, peppers, tomatoes,
Toasted?
Keep going.
pickles,
Toast it?
and then several meats and cheese
Yes.
and oil, vinegar, and oregano.
There you go.
What's wrong with that? That's
Nothing. Nothing is wrong
That's a
with
healthy
that.
sandwich.
Nothing is wrong
That's
with
called a
that.
power sub.
Damn right. That's a Peck sub.
I didn't
Why does
even-
he have his own sandwich?
Give him his own
Give him
sandwich.
his own damn
Portillo's.
sandwich,
Give this man his own sandwich.
For real, dog. This should be a Peck sandwich. Seriously, man. Do you have an idea what will go on the Peck sandwich? Like what your
It'd
sandwich
be like a
would
KFC double down.
Okay. I'm not going to lie. When they first came out with those, I was over the moon with excitement to try it. And the first time I tried one, the first time I tried one, it was after getting back from a camping trip with me and some buddies. This was like over a decade ago. We were out in the Rocky Mountain National Forest and like roughing it, like eating, like beans.
Acoustic guitar.
I believe
No amp?
I can't remember if someone brought an acoustic guitar. But like we were eating like rice and beans for days. And the first meal we had when we got back to civilization out of camping was a 2-in-1 KFC and Taco Bell. So I got a double down from KFC and like 3 cheesy gordita crunches, and it was the best
Your
meal of
body
my
went
life.
for a week of rice and beans, and like cutting beans and like rationing them out, and then Taco Bell, KFC double down.
Yeah.
I would have died. My body would have said, "That's it for me. What are you doing to me?"
Dude, it was great.
Oh man.
Gaslighting. You gaslit your body.
But his body's used to it. That's the
That's true.
difference.
His power, he's got go. He's
Look at him.
superior.
Yes.
He's strong, man.
He's strong, man.
Svelte
dog.
as ever, my dudes.
There it is. I believe it.
Speaking of strong,
Yes, sir.
the Bulls standings. Pretty strong, right? Stronger than it was.
Segway
This is like my
Sabine.
second episode. I don't know what I'm doing.
Segway Sabine. I like it.
Segway save. Oh my
Segway
god, that's my
Sabine.
favorite way to get around too. How do you feel? So right now the Bucks are 4th. We're 5th.
Oh my god.
Not ideal.
No.
So Bucks and Celtics swap tonight? Oh,
Yeah.
because the Bucks went down tonight.
Yeah.
They went down hard.
They went down hard. Hard.
So I think at this point you don't need to concern yourself with worrying about the
fun.
4th seed.
It's fun. Dance with the devil you don't know.
Like-
Let's go.
So we're now 3 games back of Milwaukee
Yeah.
and Boston.
Not catching it.
We are one game ahead of Toronto and now 2 games clear of Cleveland in that 7th seed.
Yes.
To
Ooh,
me,
that feels good.
The only thing
Central
that
division.
matters
Yeah,
here,
Central division.
the only thing that matters is staying above that line between 6
So
and 7.
let's
Completely
assume
agree.
best case scenario we stay at 5th.
Okay.
Most likely. Who do we want to see at 4th?
You know what? I'm gonna go with you because we talked about this. So I'm gonna go with you. I hope the Heat fall to 4th because I would love to see the Bulls and the Heat.
Give me
in
the
first
culture.
round. Yes.
Give me a 35-year-old Kyle Lowry. Give me a 36-year-old Pete. Give it to me. Give me Duncan Robinson. Give me Jimmy Butler trying to fight Eric Spoelstra. Famous aggressive Eric Spoelstra.
Oh yeah,
who
yeah,
loves
yeah.
fighting.
Oh yeah, he loves it all the time. Tough guy. Yeah.
Just chillest dude in the world.
Oh my god, he does cage fighting on the weekends. He's,
Honestly,
yeah, he's
give
a
it
tough
to
guy.
me.
He's a tough guy.
Dysfunctional.
Yeah, I
low
love
talent
it.
team.
I would love to see it.
Here's my issue with that.
Okay. Ooh.
I
they're first.
don't want Miami
They're good.
because I honestly do not have faith in this Bulls team winning a best-of-7 series right now.
Okay.
Like, really,
With anyone?
against any of these opponents. I not the way they're playing right now. That's the way I see it. It sucks, but that's the way I see it. I can't lose to Miami. I cannot lose another playoff series to Miami.
Okay, that's what you were.
F
I'm like,
them.
okay,
F them.
okay.
I
I
like
can't
that.
do
Okay.
it. It would break my freaking heart.
Okay.
But the Bucks are like, sure, they're the defending champ.
Oh
Right.
God! Well, I don't know.
Well,
After the past week
I'm
I've
about
had
to
with
say.
some Bucks trolls on Twitter, those people are terrifying.
Oh, yeah,
like I worried for my life. Terrifying.
Matt,
You were fine.
The
You were gonna be
outside of their arena was the 10th biggest city in the whole state. That's the silliest stat in the world.
It's true. Yeah, watch Natalie's brain break when you said
Deer
that right
Park?
there.
Deer
Yeah,
Park?
yeah.
Just hanging out would be the 10th biggest. That state's crazy.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
mess
true,
with them.
Nat. It's true.
I think that just wait. Did you say in the state or?
In the whole state, when people are congregate out there,
yeah.
that becomes the 10th biggest.
Yeah, that just means that no one lives in Wisconsin because it's
but
Wisconsin.
they're hanging out outside. It's weird.
Yes, it's completely
To
weird.
watch a TV screen.
Yeah.
You don't mess with them, I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
The city owns the NFL team. Don't go there.
Yeah. It's a lovely city, though.
Lovely.
A very lovely city.
That's
I've hung out
comfortable.
there
We
many
love it.
times.
However-
Yeah, it is. I've hung out there many times.
You're
You ain't-
okay.
Come hang out with me. You probably saw a different side than I did.
That's true.
Come hang out with me. Come
Any
hang
city
out.
with you is fine. It's truly.
Come hang
Come to
out,
War-
man.
come-
Yeah.
come- you haven't seen Warsaw the way I've seen Warsaw.
It's like not. Yeah, it's not saying anything. It's like anywhere you go with Dave is a good
It's like-
time.
It's truly like it's.
This is a man who convinced an entire yacht full of people, or a cruise ship, that
Okay.
he was a Chicago Bear.
It happened. It happened.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess if you follow Dave around to parties and
Yeah.
That year, the Bears
and
were-
various cities,
Oh, yeah.
it's a good time.
Yeah. To be fair,
so-
this was before you could probably check up on Google.
Right.
And see if I was or not. So
Yeah.
made it pretty simple. Just be big,
Do you want to see the Sixers?
Do I want to see the Sixers? No.
You got to
but
pick one.
I'm not.
You gotta see somebody. Yeah, right. Where you want it? Like, where do you want it?
Oh,
son?
my God.
Where
I
do you
mean-
want it? Come on, Matt. Somebody.
Give me the Heat, baby.
I want the Heat. I agree with him, man. I'll take it. AK says that he wants the Sixers.
We could have the best player in the series against the Heat, and we can't
Meaning
have that with the
that it-
Bucks.
that
We
it
can't
would-
have that with the Celtics,
That
and we
is a
can't have
fact.
that with the Sixers.
that like you'd take DeMar DeRozan over Jimmy Butler?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be.
That's
This season, 10 times out of 10.
Yeah,
because he's
absolutely.
also not trying to choke his coach.
that is crazy. That is crazy.
Oh my God.
He didn't go full Sprewell
No,
No.
because
because they were kept separated.
If Udonis was on that Knicks team, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
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 They
No, it
keep
would've been
Udonis
cool.
around just for that.
Yeah, just for those
He was
reasons.
drafted in 2003.
He's still there. He does not
I guess
play. He's
LeBron
still
was
there.
Honestly, I mean, like, I know that blowout loss to the Bucks is kind of fresh in our minds right now because it happened, Tuesday.
Yeah.
The first two games between these teams were close, Bulls and Bucks.
They were.
I'm very curious to see what happens when they play a fourth and final time in April. I mean, Giannis is Giannis and he's terrifying.
Giannis is Giannis.
So is Embiid. Like,
But I think it's something to be said about winning it all.
Yeah, Giannis.
And then coming back,
Giannis is a
still in your
two-time
prime.
MVP.
Yeah, still in your prime. You know what I mean?
Finals MVP.
He's going to be a top 3 in the MVP race this time. Like he's still in his prime, and it's
Yeah.
still
The
terrifying.
only reason
and they're
Giannis-
better.
The only reason Giannis isn't the front runner is because he's won it twice.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
which is
Bucks-
crazy.
That's Jordan
The,
stuff.
the Bucks are better than the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Right.
The Bucks are better than Embiid, and he has better stats than both those guys.
That's Jordan
Yeah,
stuff.
We're just
Like,
kind of like
they just
oh,
couldn't give it to him every year.
Give Leaving Las Vegas Nick Cage the Oscar because we gave Tom Hanks 2 of them already. Sorry. Like,
Yes.
So Nick
a
Cage has
lot
an
of
Oscar
the
now.
Yes.
a lot of the advanced analytics are in favor of
Not Oscar,
Jokic, though. Like,
What?
but a lot of the advanced analytics are
Yeah.
all in favor of Jokic.
They're
though.
also second or
as
something.
Zach
Yeah,
Lowe would say,
dude.
the Vorps and the Schlorps
Yeah.
and all of those.
But they're sixth.
That's why I keep telling him, man.
Yeah.
That's why I keep telling him.
I think yes. As far as best shot, I agree with people in the comments. The Ityo saying give me Miami. I think the Bulls might have the best shot at Miami right now.
Yo,
as
are
far
people-
as like
oh, you got
teams
comments
that
coming?
are,
Oh, yeah, it's comments all day.
Are they
man.
saying Heat?
yeah.
Yo.
But
keep
Keith
going.
Davis is saying Jimmy better than DeMar. If you're talking about best players
Not
to
now.
impact winning on
Not
both
this
ends of the
season.
floor,
Not this season, bro.
okay. Are we talking
we're not
about
talking better.
Are we talking about February DeMar? Or are we talking about right now DeMar?
He's still better.
He's still better.
He's still better, dog.
Right now, he's
still
averaging
better.
25 a game.
You know what I'm
Jimmy
saying?
Butler's averaging 21.
And getting cooked on defense.
25,
Defense is
6,
like-
and 4. He's
This
still
is so nothing.
he's still better. He's still better.
Tell that to the Bulls who have lost like 12 of their last
Who
15
won
games.
tonight? We are discussing
Guys,
a
we're discussing-
victory.
We have to.
They won.
We have to be able to catch the bouquet when it's thrown to us. We have to.
My
This is what-
God.
we have to.
Matt is like, those aren't roses. Get the hell out of my face.
When it's your birthday, open the presents. Right? Like, we have to have some fun here. We have to celebrate the things in life.
One layer cake.
But I
Throws
will
the
say this.
table over.
Look, yes, I'm glad that they got a win that will go very far in keeping them out of the play-in.
Very far.
Did not make me feel any better about what's going to happen once they get to the playoffs.
Do you think about a year ago?
How did it make you feel if they lost?
Tonight?
Yeah.
I would have broken shit. Yeah. I would have broken
So you feel somewhat
several
better.
things.
So you do feel better.
Two people sitting in
Right.
chairs. Of 4 chairs.
So-
And we'd be like, hi, thanks for joining us tonight. To a very special episode.
Steven and Nat,
Peck.
did you guys put together the Peck anger meter tonight?
Oh,
so, okay.
man.
Earlier on tonight, when the Bulls were winning comfortably, I was like, I'm at like a 2 something.
7.2.
Yeah, but see-
we never were down.
See, the 7
We led the entire game.
Right. So again,
100% of the time we had the lead. For the entirety of the 40
will you let me explain myself?
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm being very rude. Sorry.
It was at a 2 for most of the night. And then that last half hour of the final 30 seconds happened. And then I added 5 points to my anger level, not necessarily at the Bulls, but mostly at the Cavs and the refs and the game ops people in
Just
Cleveland Arena. Just madness.
It's war and President
but
Johnson.
if they had lost, that would have been like on a different chart.
But let me.
Oh yeah, new chart.
The last game when we lost, what do you think Matt's anger level was?
Well, the scale's 1 to 10,
Yeah, 1 to 10, same scale. What do you think his anger level was last game when they lost?
and 1 is I'm joking. I know what 1 to 10 is. 4,000.
4.9.
What? What is this system? What is this? This is like World War I German money. Like what is this? What's the conversion rate?
The conversion rate is I have no control over when I'm angry and when I'm not, John.
Wait, you
So
weren't.
what happens when you're always angry?
You're more angry now than the last
the
game?
last game. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Honestly, respect. I love this. This and another. This
Because
you peel back
a whole
the
bunch
onion.
of
Yes, he did.
a whole bunch of annoying shit happened at the end of a game when I just wanted to be over and get the
Yeah.
win.
Right.
And then I thought about how they got the win, but I don't feel a whole lot better about the team. So I'm angry.
It raised his anger after a victory
Honestly,
again.
when he
ladies and
describes it that way, I get the logic.
I get the logic.
I'm in.
It's still insane.
That's-
I get the logic though. I
would've been
understand
so
it.
much more madder, I guess, after
Yes.
the last game.
I would have been. Oh my god! Out of the moon, pissed.
Oh my
after a
god,
victory.
I'm tuning in
Oh,
on Monday.
please
I
do.
cannot
Oh my
wait.
god, I can't wait to see. You have no idea
Tibbs.
what it's going to be.
They cannot lose to the Knicks.
Already he's at a 4.
They can't.
Already he's at a 4. It's not even Monday.
I'm still above 7, Dave.
Oh, excuse me.
Evan,
still above
Evan
7.
Fournier is gonna go 2 for 9, but it's gonna be a good it's gonna be crucial too.
Like you're right.
Yeah.
To tie the game in the 4th or something
Mitchell
like that.
Robinson's gonna be on the board.
Oh, he'll foul out.
Bob, thank you, Bob, in the comments saying, I get it. They didn't really play well at all. No, they didn't.
They led the entirety of the game on the
entire
road.
Game. How
What
did
do
you
you
play
people
well?
want?
They were up like 20.
Yeah, and the
they
Ca-
did
Do
play
you want
well.
to you want them to call your mom and what do you want?
I mean,
They
at
never
what,
lost.
at what
Never
point?
lost.
At what point are we going to thank the Cavs for shooting like -8% from behind the 3-point line?
When is that not
Thank
their
you.
defense? When is it not their defense?
I appreciate it.
They missed some open looks. I mean, the Cavs shot like this. Look, you can have multiple feelings about one game.
You can.
I am
You can.
relieved that they won.
You can.
But I am not. None of my fears or anxieties
Have been
about what this team is doing when they get to a best-of-7 series, if they get there, none of those fears and anxieties were relieved based off of tonight's
Can I ask you-
performance.
So I have a question. Let's say this is the team we have.
Okay.
No one else is coming back.
Right.
Are we waiting on Lonzo, or do we think we can get there without him?
I'm moving forward assuming that Lonzo is not coming back this season.
So can we get there?
Not
without
because I think that that's what's going to happen, but because I'm preparing
Yeah.
myself for the worst.
him?
Because he's on brand
No, it's
all the time.
It's Zendaya
Yes.
from Spider-Man. Like,
Yeah.
you're never disappointed.
Never.
But do you think we can get to that level? Because to me, it's a personnel issue. Like, I don't know what we're missing is clear.
Yeah. It's good. Like the Bulls are so wild because it's like you can't describe another team that what's how that saying go? Like they're greater than the sum of their parts.
Yeah.
Like that is truly the Bulls.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like when they have everybody.
Voltron, yeah.
It's right when they form like that. Like it's like wow, it looks amazing.
Yes,
like
amazing.
Oh man, and they're deep. You're like wow, they're so deep. This is
It's so
incredible.
deep.
They lose one piece, and it's like
got-
I cannot walk.
They got exactly. They got Io off the bench. And
Yeah.
it's like they're starting him.
Right, right.
He's good, but like you're right.
What's happening? Oh, another comment, Matt. There's a comment right there.
Barton said a chocolate cake shake can relieve all fears and anxieties. I didn't get one tonight.
Yeah.
I just got a beef and fries. Matt got a cake shake.
He did. I was the cake shake.
If you would have gotten the cake, you would have gone down from that 7.2 down to maybe that 4.1.
Right, because I probably just would have fallen asleep and had a nice little nap.
Yeah.
So she said blood sugar up, anger levels down. Yeah, okay, I got you. She knows you already. I like this.
Professor
I like,
Natalie over
You know
here.
what I'm saying? Drop the a lesson on you.
300 cc's of shake. Stat. Oh my god, that's so true. He's like, of course I'm fussy.
Right.
Has anybody ever tried putting bourbon in a cake shake? Because then you're like really bringing your
Bourbon
stress
in a
levels
cake shake.
down.
Bourbon in a cake shake.
My favorite Lil Jon song.
Yeah.
You got to
the bourbon
figure
in
out
the
a way to
cake
throw
shake,
DeMar
shake it on
DeRozan
up.
into that
DeMar
rap.
DeRozan. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
That's Eminem name. When we got DeMar DeRozan, I texted you. I was like, I can't believe it.
Yeah, so
We
excited.
got the guy.
Got the guy. That's the one, man. And he's been everything we thought he would be so far.
What I'm worried about this team
Okay.
is I need to see more from our coach.
Yes.
And
yes.
On paper, I would be like, oh, we should have that. Should for some matchups, like let's say it's Boston, we should have just based on pedigree
Right.
and experience. And I'm still waiting to see like him outcoach someone.
Man,
I'm
been
waiting
saying,
for this.
Yes.
I'm not saying he's gonna. I'm just waiting to say like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Like,
He got us that win.
yeah.
That's what you're waiting to say. He got us
look at
that
after
victory.
timeout play, like or something.
Right,
like that.
right. No, you're waiting on that. And that was one of my criticisms is he doesn't make adjustments like that. He never has. And he always sticks with the thing. And he always goes with it and he's not giving it up. I want to see that kind of change because he's never really had a team with this many kind of guys who can interchange. You know what I mean? He never had this many toys. He honestly hasn't. So maybe he'll change a little bit in that sense, hopefully going forward. But I don't know. Oh, but I know one thing that ain't going to change.
You know what time it is, y'all.
You know what it is.
You know what
Put
time
it
it is.
Put up the graphic.
Put it on
up.
there.
Show
Put it on there.
Wow.
It's go leave time.
Yeah, it's going down, baby.
What a warm welcome.
I mean,
Saban's still here.
I mean,
He is.
I mean, I'll leave if you want me to though. No, too much fun. This
Please,
is so fun.
please don't go.
We missed you.
Oh, man.
I'm sure you guys were doing just fine without me.
No,
Oh, no.
it got pretty dark.
John almost killed me.
Yeah.
That's Will Sabine. Or Will Sabine.
Sabine.
Will
Hey.
Gottlieb.
We weren't going to tell anybody.
Oh my God, you guys, congratulations.
Karen, surprise.
we will hear from Mr. Gottlieb here on what Billy and the players had to say post-game in just a second. But first, speaking of lowering everybody's anxiety and stress levels, have we told y'all about Strava Craft Coffee yet, people?
You have not.
I want to try this so badly.
It's a game changer, and it's helped saved thousands of people and improve their wellness and quality of life. Strava delivers delicious, fresh roasted specialty coffee infused with organic broad spectrum CBD. CBD from hemp doesn't make you high or hungry, but it does offer real benefits that can help you. You can feel alert and focused without the coffee jitters. Live your day more balanced, less anxiety, fewer aches and pains. Plus, CBD is in your daily routine can even help you enjoy more restful sleep. I
like that.
So you wake up feeling your best. And the best part is, Strava is all about quality. Everything is small batch, fresh, and shipped straight to your door. Strava also offers concentrated full-spectrum CBD tinctures for those looking for a more traditional CBD format with a powerful entourage effect of benefits. And right now, CHGO listeners can save 25% off their entire purchase when you use code CHGO25. That's 25% off your entire order at StravaCraftCoffee.com when you use promo code CHGO25 at checkout. Discount coupon valid on non-subscription purchases only, one per customer. And you can also become a Strava member. Subscribe and save up to 30% off of every one of your orders as a member of the Strava Coffee Club. Do it.
Do it.
Sign up today. StravaCraftCoffee.com. Y'all, I've been drinking the CBD coffee for like the past week. You think I'm stressed?
And you're at a 7.2.
You think I'm stressed now? It would be so much worse if I wasn't drinking this coffee.
Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah, it is.
Will, do you
It's
see
very
what his
good.
anger levels were today?
A win on the road.
At what point? Yeah, first of all,
Where we never
what?
where we led the entire game.
They were never down.
Yeah,
Secondly, at what point on the graphic does your face turn green? When does it
Oh,
turn
man.
Green Hulk?
No, that was just a specialty for
That
my
was special.
for my
Yeah,
column this
just a
week
special.
All right, I gotta try the Strava
because I
coffee,
wrote
though.
about being Hulk.
This is true.
Every time I hear the Strava ad, I just think of you. I think of how much you would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Does it come like ground or is it beans?
I think you can get it beans, but I've gotten it
comes
ground, and so like I have they have K cups, so I'm a K cup guy.
I'm a beans guy though.
Okay, well, so I'm sure that you can also get beans.
Oh,
Check
Strava.
out their website.
Strava. I'm gonna check your website.
StravaCraftCoffee.com.
I know I'm
And
just
get
sitting here
yourself
for the squatters'
25%
rights, but I'm gonna try you guys.
Right. I don't know how, like, is it easier to infuse CBD into ground coffee as opposed to coffee beans? Or you could just sprinkle the CBD onto the coffee beans and then grind them
Just
up?
sprinkle it in. Like,
I don't know. I'm not a
I
coffee
think they do it a little
scientist.
better. I think
Johnny
they do it a little
CBD.
better.
I just know that
probably just stick to
Strava
drinking
sent
it.
us some free
Yeah, I would
coffee,
just drink that.
and I started drinking it, and
it's
I like
awesome.
it.
I love it. That sounds
That's
so.
important.
It sounds so nice.
And they have decaf.
Yes.
Decaf, Strava.
They take out the
CBD.
caffeine and they put in this. That's
Yeah, and they
that's
put in
nice.
CBD.
man.
Yes.
Science.
And like
Science,
seriously, I've had a couple of those decaf cups before bed over the last week or so, and like I legit sleep better.
Has your intake increased with the Strava coffee?
The quantity of just
'cause I know you
coffee in
drink-
general,
yeah, correct.
no.
Just the same.
So
one?
like
I
I've
love this
replaced
Strava.
one of my normal cups with a Strava cup in the morning, and then I have a decaf cup at night.
All right.
all right.
I'm gonna hit Strava. I'm excited.
all right.
Okay.
Let's
Hit 'em up.
CHGO 25.
Yay.
So,
Go
Mr.
lead.
Gottlieb,
PRO.
sigh of relief from Billy and the players tonight.
Yeah, I think they all kind of had this one circled on their calendars. They knew what the stakes were. You would think that they would also try to come out like this against the Pelicans, but alas. So yeah, I think they knew what was at stake. They came out, and I mean, we could all feel it. There was like a sense of
Yeah,
urgency.
correct.
Everybody kind of said they were treating it like a playoff game, which is good to hear that this is like how they're going to come out in the playoffs. So people were happy. I think they were all pretty satisfied with the way they were moving the ball, playing through Vooch, which was a talking point before the game. Caruso also mentioned that Io started on Garland tonight, and that allowed him to sort of float around defensively, be a little bit more switchable, and pick up different matchups and sort of allow him to be his best self defensively. So those are kind of the main talking points. But for me, it was just like the execution was there, especially in the first half. Second half, less so, but I think a lot of it was just like they were 1 of 17 on threes in the first half.
Yes, sir.
That's never going to stick. So
it's not.
They didn't improve that much, though.
They didn't improve that
7
much,
of 31 is what they finished with.
was it that bad?
Only if she's 5'3".
7 of 31. You are correct. But I think, and Vooch said it too, like the fact that they were able to weather the storm and what's going on? No,
No, it's nothing bad.
I always look over and you guys are like reading comments in the YouTube, but I think that you're laughing at me. And so,
First of all, that's very vain of you.
Thank you.
well, I'm like talking to you and
I
looking
hear
at
you, man. I can do
and
2 things at once.
but
it's never. You
you're
should look at me and
you're
know I'm never
skilled.
making fun of you.
I know that now.
You should know that.
Dave can't. It's impossible.
It's not what I do.
Yeah.
He's
not
way
what I
too
do.
nice. I've
I
learned
don't even know how
that.
to look at the comments.
Yeah, I don't either.
But please,
I got to figure that out. But anyway,
Always read the comments.
it was good that they were able to weather the storm. They had this run in the second half, and they were still able to win it. And I think that is, the last couple of games, they've really kind of folded and crumbled in the fourth quarter.
Sure.
So I think that was a good step in the right direction.
what player was speaking today as well?
It was Billy, Vooch, and Caruso.
Okay. And Vooch,
I'd marry Vooch. No.
We used to play a version of that game.
Yeah.
we did.
Called Follow Block DM.
Follow
we
Block
should bring
DM.
that back.
Yeah.
You can't do it with people on our team.
No, that's too mean.
It's too weird. Yeah, you follow all of them. It's true.
But we were wondering a little bit pregame, and Billy talked about it. The whole do we need to get Vooch more involved, and not just getting him more shots because he's been knocking down shots,
Right.
but the fact that it seems like good things happen when they run some of their offensive sets through Vooch through the middle of the floor, and lo and behold, you saw a little bit more of that tonight. Also, shout out to Bulls Muse on Twitter. This literally
Josh.
just came across my Twitter feed. The Bulls 18 and 9 in games when Vooch tallies 4 or more assists. Had 4 tonight.
Where'd they get that
That
stat?
seems so doable.
Right?
4?
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he's a center. He like,
But, you
He's
know,
a good
what he's
passer.
doing.
He
He's
should
a
be
really good passer.
He should be
like,
yeah.
yeah.
it,
Especially
you know,
from that-
ball movement. Vooch had 4. Caruso had 7.
Yeah.
Zach had 3. Io had 5. DeMar had 2. Everybody in that starting unit
Yeah,
was
this
just
is the
moving the
one
ball.
day you didn't do a bunch of assist props. in
Yeah,
your-
I know. I
right?
decided to stay away from the parlays
you.
because I needed the Bulls win, and they won.
Pirate code.
But yeah, I mean, obviously everybody is a subscriber to CHGO and reads Mark Karantzoulis' stories on allchgo.com because he
course.
wrote about exactly that today and has been banging that drum all year. And I totally agree. He is the playmaking hub that this team needs to be able to get offense. Like
Yeah.
DeMar was superhuman for the first half of the year. He's been pretty cold lately. What is this? 8 of 17 tonight. Only 5 free throw attempts. So by his standards, not a great game, but playing through Vooch, making the ball go side to side, attacking closeouts, shooting open threes. Like these are all things that Vooch is the facilitator for. And even if he is 1 of 4 on threes or shooting however low percentage on the season, he's 6 of 14 tonight, not that great, but when he is making plays for people, the Bulls offense works.
Yeah, and you know what's wild? Like something I've noticed. It feels like a Freaky Friday situation between Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan after the All-Star break, as far as free throws are concerned. Because now when we look, we see Zach LaVine is the
Freaky
one
Friday,
who is
that's a
always
throwback.
leading
They
them.
both peed in the same.
You did all in the same
They
fountain,
switched,
man,
yeah.
and they switched it up. You know, shout out Ryan Reynolds, Jason Bateman.
Good for them.
But man, it's weird, like because we're not used to this. I'm not used to seeing Zach be
Because
the
Zach's
one
getting
leading.
and
you know?
Zach's getting the calls now.
And Zach's
too.
getting these calls.
Finally.
And I'm used to
Second.
seeing Zach getting like hit by a truck. And
Right,
Like, yeah.
right. Like, yeah, walk that off. You know
I think
what
part of it is that DeMar's just getting double teamed every time. He can't go to the basket.
He's now, yeah.
And so Zach is getting those driving lanes, and he's, you know, to his credit, taking advantage.
And DeMar's also getting more fouls called on him as well. We're seeing
Yeah,
that a lot.
he's-
Like,
He's getting high up.
He's
on
tired,
yeah.
man. He'll never admit it, but like you see him out there, especially on defense, he is just basically standing.
He should have some Strava coffee.
He needs some Strava
He
coffee.
needs some Strava.
No jitters.
Yeah.
All
All quitters.
all
that's
tincture.
better.
All tincture. The word of the evening. That Peck is killing it.
AK in the comments said, "Are we really not going to talk about Kobe and his offense
No, we
tonight?
can't talk about it.
Oh,
There's nothing. It was
man.
bad. There's nothing
Bad.
It was
what,
bad,
What
bro.
can we add to that?
Are we done? Bad.
It was bad.
That was How do you have that loaded up?
He's ready
guys-
to go, man.
I mean, yeah, what he had. I'm not looking at the box score. This is just me. Like,
I
okay,
mean,
sure.
I think he had 2 assists, 0 points, 2 turnovers.
Okay, it was a Chris Dunn.
Oh, Chris Dunn don't.
It's Chris
yeah,
Dunn.
it was a pretty Chris Dunn don't stat line
it was
tonight
a
for
near
Kobe.
Tony Snell stat line.
That dude only has weird stats.
Yeah, that's it.
He can't just do a regular game.
50, 50, 100. Yeah.
In 20 minutes, John.
20?
In 20 minutes,
Heavens.
0
Okay.
on 0 of 3. 2 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 steal, 0 blocks, 2 turnovers, 1 foul.
He had a binary stat line.
He had a
the
binary
binary,
with a couple of
20 minutes.
twos.
Yeah.
2s, 1s, 2s.
And it's so because after coming off that last game when we saw him actually explode
I know, right?
offensively, it's just come
God.
out snapping. And actually, when we were watching him, just his play, not just the scoring, but just his actual play as the point guard
Decision-making.
and the passes he was making. We were like, wow, this might be the best game we've seen him play all year, the most complete game we had seen him play on the offensive end that year.
I gotta say tonight that was the only like you said being encouraged about this team.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one I was only player I was really discouraged by. And I think it's a bad game. We can do. We can do.
It's Kobe,
There's
man.
nothing-
He could get it. He could get hot next game and
What are you gonna do?
score
It's
you
bad,
28.
really bad.
Like it can happen.
My dad just texted me, "We don't talk about Kobe. No, no, no." Like as if it were Bruno from Encanto. We don't talk about Kobe. No, no. Everyone has that song stuck in their heads.
Not me. Not,
You haven't watched Encanto yet?
I've not. No,
Oh.
I've not.
I've heard it's good though.
I've heard
watched
Luka.
Luka.
I've heard
Been watching too many Bulls games.
This is true.
Dude,
Good
how do you
focus.
think I decompress after Bulls games?
Strava,
Strava
and
coffee.
Encanto.
Strava coffee
You start a movie.
and just put on some Encanto.
Oh, it's 11:35 p.m.
Right.
Disney
Movie
Plus.
time. Right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll watch both acts of Hamilton.
All right, real quick before we get out of here, we all kind of offered our thoughts on that. Will, do you feel any better about where the Bulls are, not just the fact that they got a little breathing room, but about moving forward and maybe in a playoff series based on anything you saw tonight, or do you feel about the same?
I feel about the same. The fact that they got up for the Raptors on Monday and the Cavs tonight is a good sign to me.
Good
The
sign.
fact that they didn't get up for, I mean, the Bucks game was just a total disaster, whatever.
Ugh.
Get it out of your mind. But the Pelicans game was pretty disappointing for me. That, I mean, they were there all game. It wasn't their best game, but just to not be able to compete in the end, I think that was discouraging. And so it's sort of like you just don't really know what Bulls team you're getting on any given night. And they've got 2 more games away on this trip. New York on Monday,
Unique.
DC on Tuesday. And I mean, those are winnable games. Those are teams that are not in the playoffs. They're not in the play-in. They got to get both of those. And I think if they can do that and just like build some momentum here, I'll feel a lot better going into the playoffs, because I just want to start to see the pieces come together at the right time.
Right.
Vooch is playing a little bit better. Zach is playing some of his best ball since he got hurt at Golden State. DeMar obviously needs some help and he needs a little bit of rest, but that's fine. Lonzo, we'll see. Caruso's coming back. He's looked a little bit better. Pat's working his way back. I just want to see some of these things start to crystallize at the same time so that we can build on some momentum going in the playoffs. And I think we're going to have, I mean, you have Miami, Milwaukee, Boston.
So who do you want to play? That was my question.
That's not who you're game planning for in the playoffs. That's the next 3 games on the schedule.
Oh, I know, but who do you want to play though?
Probably the Heat right now. They're kind of fumbling.
That's kind of where we all
Fumbling
landed.
the
Global warming.
Yay.
Let's do it.
I don't want to play any of them,
Just
but,
look out.
Just look.
Let's do it.
but the rest of the schedule is like really tough. So they have to get the winnable games. As I said, Knicks, Wizards, Clippers at home, Heat, Bucks, Celtics, and then Hornets, Timberwolves, both of whom are
playing great.
All of
playing
those
Yeah.
are playoff teams, essentially, if you
Yeah.
kept playing. All of them, even the Clippers.
So
Schedule's
it
tough,
doesn't
man.
slow down. But regardless of the wins and losses, I just want to start to see them play their brand of basketball again.
Yeah.
Because it's just been so erratic game to game. They got to start to put it together on a more consistent basis.
It's true. It's true. Gotta happen, man.
Who did you want, Matt?
Gotta, man. He's still. If they
Matt,
won,
who did you want?
play
If not
to
the Heat.
win the game.
They're on the
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Play to win
I
the
feel
game.
okay.
That's
You
good.
feel,
I feel okay.
so you feel a little better. So
I'm already coming down from that 7,
that 7's coming down. All right. That's progress.
but I'm still like 6.
All right, we'll get you a cake shake and we'll see what happens. we'll do a
Maybe I
like
should
that.
just put some Strava in my cake shake.
Oh,
Strava, my cake shake, Strava. My
Okay, hit him that.
Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Let's all go home. Let's get out of here. It's a Saturday. Bulls are off tomorrow. Back in action Monday, as Will mentioned, against Tibbs and the Knicks.
Oh,
Need that win.
love to see
Need
that.
that one too. Thanks to our pal John Sabine for coming by and hanging out with us again. Sabine Saturday.
Guys, we're 2-0 right now. Okay, I'm telling you now.
Yes, we are.
You got to keep
If
coming
they
back, man.
play
You
the
got to keep
Cavs
coming back.
At any point in the playoffs, you have to come to every
Right,
game.
exactly.
If they play the guys in the playoffs, I'm going to quit all my jobs.
Right. Also,
right
I just realized that out of all of the chaos that ensued on postgame, we were going to do our all NBA teams,
No.
but we didn't have time. We
It
couldn't
was
get to it,
just
so you
so
got to
much
come
better.
back so we
That's
can
an
do
off-day
that on a
project.
later
It was-
episode.
You'll have to have me on the pod, and I'll come. But I'll zoom in. I'm not coming during rush hour.
Everybody, follow John on Twitter at jsabon214. Will is at Won't Gottlieb. Dave's about BAWL Sports on Bulls_Peck. We collectively are CHGO_Bulls. Shout out to our production team, Steven and Nat, hanging out with us tonight. Late night on a Saturday, doing
Nat with the
doing
late
just
night
great work.
moves.
Doing great night work over there. We got to win, Bulls Nation. We got to win, and it is a win that they needed, and it is a win that counts. Barton, I will. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to watch them in Kanto and feel better about myself.
Oh, he's gonna be at a 5 in no time.
Oh, of course.
Oh, I love
So
it.
I'm watching Kanto, I'm thinking about my nieces.
Yes,
and then that
exactly.
immediately,
Unky Matt.
Unky Matt.
Unky Matt.
Always happy.
Yes, the kryptonite.
For Will and John and Dave and our production team, I'm Matt. We love you, Bulls Nation. Until next time, see Red, be good. Peace.